Hey, Blue Table fans, Sean here, and we're going to do a different Tau build now. This is one consisting primarily of uh, battle suits. Now, for the longest time, with just the basic Tau rulebook, in fact, let's buy one of those right now, add to cart. So they were elites, so you always had to have Fire Warriors. But now, GW has published this wonderful thing, scrolling, called the Farsight Enclaves book. So let's take a look at that. And we're going to get one of those too. So with this list, you can make battle suits into troops choices, which in the 7th edition rules have objectives secured, which is very, very useful. Okay, so this is, I'm going to say this is a competitive list. It might not be the absolute, top 5 of all lists worldwide, but it's pretty good, and you're going to have a lot of fun playing it, and it's going to look really good on the battlefield. So first, let's start with an optimized stealth cadre. That's a formation. So what we do is we get a ghost keel. Now this kit, you're looking at it, and you're like, oh, it's just a battle suit, but it costs as much as a Land Raider. Well, guess what? This kit is very, very complicated. I mean, it takes hours upon hours just to put it together. There's a lot to it. It even has a little cockpit that opens. I wonder if they show that on here. Yeah. So there's that. I definitely like it with the helmet, though. Let's get a 360 on there. Why not? And so you're going to give him, well, you can give this whatever you want, but go ahead and give him the ion cannon, whatever that is. And, okay, so you're going to get one of those. You're going to give him a couple of stealth drones. And then let's go ahead and get some stealth suits. Now, some people like to run 2 units of 3 each, and others 2 units of 4 each. All right, we're scrolling for our stealth suits. I guarantee you, here you go. And you're going to give each of them you're going to give the whole unit 2 gun drones. So here's what that looks like. Is there a 360 for this one? There's not. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. These are really cool figures. They're a zillion times better than the old metal ones that they put out. But, as usual, GW is improving everything as they go along. So definitely hats off to them. So we're going to need 2 boxes of those. Now, if I were just getting started in 40K, this is what I would buy. I would buy the Ghost Keel. I would buy the 2 units of stealth suits. I'd buy 1 unit of Crisis Battlesuit team. And I would get 1 commander. And with that, you would actually have 2 detachments, and you'd be able to basically take to the field. How many points is that? I don't know. Let's see. 250. Whoa, spinning. 250, 350, 400. 500. It's about 600 points, maybe a little bit more. And so let's go ahead and just grab one of those. They're $25 each, $75 for the kit of 3. We're going to go ahead and not get a Commander Farsight, but we're going to get a Tau Empire Commander. I do believe this is a plastic kit now, and quite frankly, I'm glad to see it because the other one that they published was, yeah, it is a plastic kit, was it was leaning back and it would fall over really easily. So this kit is, oh man, good job, Games Workshop, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 360 for that. By the way, white is like supremely the hardest color to paint. It's tough to get a good white. Yeah, the trick is you just don't paint it right over black. And you'll notice the painting style on this is kind of traditional Games Workshop heavy metal, everything's hard lined. And that means you actually take a hair-thin brush and you outline every single thing. It's time-consuming, but it gives it a really striking effect. Love that guy, very anime. So let's add him to our cart. And let's go ahead and see if I can open a new window for checkout. And so if I were going to play Tau Battlesuits, this is where I would start. $261. That includes the books. And you can usually get a discount if you go online. But, you know, support your local retailer and all that. Seek. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. I didn't get my ghost keel. So let's go ahead and I thought that was a little low. Let's go ahead and open that. And the gun drones and stuff come actually in the kits. Let's add that to the cart. Let's go to our cart and refresh. And we should be, yeah, 336. And I gotta tell you, that's pretty good for a starting army. And so, yeah, got one ghost keel, one commander, a crisis battlesuit team, which actually split into 3 different units. And then you'll get your 2 units of stealth battlesuits and your Codex Tau Empire and Codex Farsight Enclaves. So, now let's say we were going to expand this army out to a full playable army, maybe even with some options. I would up the battlesuits to 3 units of them. And so that's 9 battlesuits all told. And then I would go ahead and get a total of 3 crisis battlesuit teams for 9 battlesuits. And let's see here. I would get a second ghost keel. And so the list is the Dawnblade detachment from Farsight Enclaves. And you're going to have 2 subgroups in there. One is the Retaliation Cadre that consists of a commander, 2 crisis teams with 3 each, and a crisis team with 2 in it. And we're going to need to get some broadsides with that. So let's go back to our main list. Scroll up. Where are you now? Broadsides. Yep. Let's get a couple of those. And then you would get a drone net. And again, the drones are all in these kits. You might have to order some extra drones. I don't know if they have a box with just drones in it, though. They're easy enough to find, though. No, I don't think so. Pretty sure they have it, though. I'm just not seeing it. So we're just going to move on. So the broadside is an absolutely fantastic kit. Really, the best option for these guys is the missile pods, twin-linked heavy missile pods. I can't remember exactly what they're called. I played with these guys a lot. I had this all like memorized. I was like practically playing this army in my sleep, you know. Like over the course of a Valhalla, I played like 15 games, you know, with my Tau. So I definitely need to work my armies up over this year. So, yeah, now one thing to do, I mentioned this on the other video, but it's worth mentioning on this. If you want to magnetize these, it's really hard to do because of the way the arms are positioned, and they're also very heavy. So what you do is you build it like this, and then, you know what? Let me get a 360 on here. This is loading pretty fast. So, and you cut the end off. Whoa, where are you? You cut the end off right here, right there, or possibly here, and then you magnetize the rail gun to it, and you also magnetize one of the missile pods to it, so it looks like it has this missile pod gun, and that looks really awesome. By the way, I hope the audio quality is decent on this. I'm actually recording with 2 different devices to hopefully get a slightly better result. All right, one of my big goals this year is to vastly improve the quality of my battle reports and the quality of the videos as well. I've been kind of satisfied with how it's been, but you know, can't sit on your laurels, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 of those to my cart. You might hear some background noise. It's because my 2 sons are just in the other room. They're playing Destiny, and they're very excited because now they're like networked and playing as a team together, and they're really great. I got to tell you, family life has definitely agreed with me over the years. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out our cart now. F5 for refresh. And we're just short of $700 here. Got our 2 codexes. 9 battle suits, 9 stealth suits, and a commander, 2 ghost keels, and 2 broadsides. And I got to tell you, you're going to have a lot of fun with this list. It's very flexible, lots of shooting power. The units are spread out. They all present like they're different difficulties. And this really is kind of the buy-in for an army. And never mind, because now you have to buy equipment to assemble it, paint it, train yourself to both assemble and paint properly. There's a huge investment in that. Yeah, or you can just skip all that and have Blue Table Painting paint up your army for you. And there's definitely something to be said for just having it done. Okay, and we've done so many Tau armies. It's a whole lot of nonsense. In fact, let me just grab this one thing and move it over. Now, I admit my video quality wasn't that tremendous on this, but this is a Tau mega army that we did, and it was, you know, we are
also all magnetized.
Whoa, hello. We are loaded for bear when it comes to doing giant projects. And, you know, so if you have your army all assembled and ready to paint, guy, get in touch with me, because I'm ready to make that dream come true for you. And let me see if I can find the whole shot to this army. Nope, I'm not seeing it. There it is. Look at that. This army filled an entire 6-foot by 4-foot board. I mean, it was just so much nonsense. And never mind, it had a manta in it as well. Let's see if I can find the manta. There she is. Look at that. Isn't that great? You know, you go on Blue Table Painting's YouTube channel, and for me, this is kind of like, this is the song that I sung during my life. Over the course of 7 years, I put up 5,000 videos, at least 4,000. I think I'm pushing 5 now. And it tells a great story and shows some amazing stuff, and, you know, people are still looking at it, and, you know, those video views, like this one I think has 72,000 views on it, so that's not too bad. All right, let's go back. So that's our cart for our Battlesuit army. Now, if I were to, so I've shown you 3 different levels of it. One for like a starter, and then this level, which I would consider, I would take this to a tournament. And let's see, what else? Okay. All right. So what would I add to this? Like, where would I go with this? Well, first off, you do need, for the ghost keels, you do need these books. Let's see, I think they're up here. You need to get the Cow Yan and Montca books. Here they are. You can buy them both. They're pretty spendy, but I mean, they're really awesome. But you know what? You can find all that information online. Wow, I think I got really loud just there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add those to my cart. So now we're going to do kind of the deluxe version of this. So in the deluxe version, we don't need more battle suits. We do want to add a Riptide, possibly 2. And as a centerpiece model, we want to add a Storm Surge. Let me go ahead and open that. And I really think that's it. I think that's kind of where you would go next with this. Oh man, the tower's so cool. Everything is great about them. They just make me happy. Let's add this to cart. Storm Surge. There's our broadsides. Ghost Keel, we already did that. Commander. Oh, there's the YouTube video. There's our cart. So let me go ahead and just refresh our cart and see where we are. So yeah, we're just over 1,000 now. And but this is starting to be a huge army with options and some really cool stuff. Oh, we are going to add a second Riptide. Why not? There we go. And of course we got our books. And what's funny is, out of what's looking like right around 1,100, we've spent, you know, almost 250 of it just on the books. And you know, there's ways around that. If you're on a budget, you know, there's ways around getting the books. But this is what it is to play these games, you know. And that's one thing I really like about Age of Sigmar is the way that game is set up right now. Wow, it really lends itself to a War Machine style skirmish game. It's really cool, and it's fast. So, just for the record, I'm a pretty big fan of Age of Sigmar, and I kind of want to play it more. Of course, I'm running the company almost single-handedly right now, so that takes up a lot of my time. But there's a lot of great stuff still in the future. So, guys, that's my Battlesuit army. I am going to be making a third version of this, which is the Ultimate Tau army. And that's in a world where you get out your black titanium card and you just take care of business and don't really look at the bottom line. And what a wonderful world that would be. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I thank you. I'm very appreciative that I have such a great fan base. See you tomorrow. 3, 2, 1.